Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out this place right here. Mike gets credit for this as usual. He discovered it on Google Maps, and from what he saw, it looked like a decent sized building that was overgrown and don't know anything about it. First thoughts, it looks like maybe some type of medical facility or possibly a small school, but we think there's a way in, so we're going to take you with us and check it out, so come along with us. So as we're approaching the building, you can see many busted out windows, and this plywood is several years old. Yes. Okay, based on what we see for the conditions inside, doesn't look like it's very good, so threw our masks on and now we should be able to check it out. But first thoughts, definitely resembles maybe a nursing home or a hospital, so we'll see what we can find inside. Yeah, so initial thoughts were correct. It does resemble, I want to say, a nursing home. Very small rooms though. It's heavily decayed. And this type of construction is not all that old. I don't know when they started using those metal, almost like 2x4 studs. Here's a bathroom. So I had a drop ceiling in here. You can see, I guess they did a remodel at some point. There's the original ceiling. The original lighting is right there. And they installed this drop ceiling with the more modern fluorescent fixtures. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's a huge skylight. Looks like it would lit up at night. It's got fluorescent bulbs right there. Anything here?
Just the ceiling, TV, I think, or no, air conditioner.
It looks like maybe this property belongs to Satan. Yes, it does. Looks like maybe it was an office. So, just like other places, I'm not going to show you each and every room, every square inch of it, but we'll cover the basics of it. Here's a sliding partition, and you can see the building. This building's pretty big. Looks like it's 3 floors including the basement, and we're on the top floor right now.
A shower room?
Maybe a utility room. Like a tile. Yeah, it's like a, I forget what it's called, but it's like for...
Like a slop sink.
Yeah, like for mops. Filling station. somebody's ripping the air conditioning units out. Well, now I know where Satan hangs out because he tagged all these rooms. This is like a little nurse's station here. This is much bigger than I thought. Give you guys a look through the window. It's a pretty big complex here. Yeah, it looks like we're standing in what looks to be a nurse's station, or maybe a medication room. But I'm having a hard time deciphering if this was a hospital or nursing home. But my hunch is saying nursing home. Paper. So I got some papers on the floor, and they say about human services. It doesn't say specifically what it is. So, oh, there's a glow stick hanging on here. Here's a thermostat. Let's crank the heat up a little bit. Cold in here. So this is how it looks in here without any lighting. Pretty dark and creepy, especially since most of the windows are boarded up. Gotta love LED lighting. What's that say? Anything?
No.
I'm looking at the two. If you could tell, the ceiling here is kind of curved. It's like almost arched. I don't know if it picks it up on the camera, but it's definitely an arched ceiling. There's a little curve to it. And these skylights every so often. Oh, look at this. I guess we'll finish this main hallway first and then split off. So most of this here is just room after room, so we're going to kind of speed up our process of checking this out on this hallway, this level, and then we'll check out the rest of the building and hopefully find some more interesting features, because although it's cool as it looks decayed, it's still repetitive, so let's see what we find. Looks like this was the main entrance here. And does this go anywhere? This is like probably your receptionist room, waiting room. This looks like maybe like a little consultation room or something. A little bit different from the other ones. So I got door 106, which opens up to another hallway. These definitely like more offices here. It's a really bad black mold. And looks like more of an activity room here.
like a day room, activity room, possibly. Well, you know if it says don't open, you gotta open it. Disappointed. Nothing inside. Got some adult potty chairs there. This one's not in too bad a shape aside from the vandalism. There's more of a look at the old ceiling up there. Okay, so down there is where we came in. That's where we started. And here's our first hallway. They're pretty badly, not only decayed, but vandalized. These windows are broken, the wood pushed right out. Okay, so we found looks like a housekeeping checklist here. As you can see, it's dated, let's say 2005, August 1st to the 5th. So, don't know if that's the last year it operated, but if it is, we're looking at 13, almost 14 years. Oh, wow. Piano. That's unexpected. This has some tasteless graffiti, but I just want to show you the stickers or paint on there, the children, the balloons. Here looks like another nurse's room, nurse's station. Well, this looks like it was definitely an office. There's a desk in here. And again, you can see more of the. Look at this. This is double layered drop ceiling. The original ceiling is up there. There's a layer of drop ceiling right here, and another one right here. So it's like they just kept adding upon it. Probably because of the water leaking, I'm guessing. I don't know why else they would do that. Is that a buoy?
Yeah, it looks like that, but I don't think it is. No, it's probably the refrigeration thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's a buoy.
Yeah, that's for everything.
It's got a little split here. Well, you can see here, original yellow tile, they painted over it. See that? I don't know why you paint over tile like that. This is a really small room. And you can see it has some water damage. a shame there's nothing really left in the rooms. I love finding, you know, either artifacts or possessions or contents, you know, from people that either worked here or lived here. It definitely makes the location more interesting, but it doesn't always work out that way. But it's still a location that is being documented. I imagine won't be here forever. Want to try sitting in that?
Nothing like.
Yeah, it's going to drop. The back leg's ready to fall off. Yeah, so I think these are more administration office rooms. And a completely pink closet. They painted over that tile as well. It's the old tile. Okay, so this is the hallway we came down. We're going to walk back, see if we missed anything, and then go the other direction. There's a hallway going towards the other buildings that we originally seen looking through the window, so that's where we should pick it up next. Not sure where that sign would have been hanging, but it says Administration of Human Resources, shop, some kind of rooms. So, I don't know, maybe it would have been here somewhere because there's pointing the arrows that way and this way. But I think that makes sense. It's probably somewhere on the wall around here, the point for these two hallways. But just to give you some orientation, we just came from there. That's where the piano was. That's where we entered. Straight up is the main entrance, and now we have a hallway here. Which should take us to the other part of the building. This has some decorative wallpaper. Isn't that fancy? Oh, there's a nice vintage television. Admiral. With the controls on top. You guys know the date on that, let me know. Got an elevator here, holy crap. There's the fire escape stairwell. And looking through here is where we originally started. So we're now in the other part of the building here. And there's floors below us. And this looks like it was a washroom. I think there's a dryer plug there, drains over there. This was a laundry room. Oh yeah. Some kind of landscape castle.
Looks like they had others too.
This one had a, looks like mirror. And look at tile behind it. This is the original tile. They put the studs and the sheetrock over it. I'd rather have tile. And then it looks nicer. It's easier to clean. This almost like resembles a child's room with this type of, like a child's playroom or something maybe. With this.
Like in the star constellation.
Yeah. The wallpaper trim there.
So it looks like we covered everything on this level, which is the top floor. We're going to head to that stairwell now and go downstairs and check out the other two levels. That's including the basement, so let's keep moving.
Jesus. like the stairwell from hell. Oh, this goes way down. Look at that.
Holy shit.
Look at that, guys. That goes, that's about 50 feet down at least. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a good thing Mike pointed out. Square bolts, so it's dated. Basement 2. Oh, here's the elevator. Holy crap, that's far down. The elevator car's down there too. That's kind of creepy. There's the top up there. So same thing on this level. We're going to follow protocol. Just scan the rooms. If anything's important, we'll share it with you. Otherwise, we're just going to keep moving because I'll have a 2-hour video and I'll just be showing patient rooms or resident rooms. This mini crowbar.
Nice.
All these envelopes here, inter-office mail. Here's a lot of boxes. Wonder if there's any documents. Looks like just empty boxes here. Oh, it's locked. I'll pause that here if you guys want to read it. Just pause the video. There's a locker. United Cerebral Palsy. What's this? I don't know if it's telephones or electrical. Not sure what I'm looking at. Water. If you guys know what this is, let me know. I think I had all these little circuit boards. Station System Design Worksheet, 1980. Oh, there's like a water main right there.
All right, so one thing we discovered is that these lower levels don't go under the original building we started out in. This is almost like a whole separate building that was built. This may be the original part, which I'm guessing because it has the lower levels, but I could be wrong. But this is definitely two separate buildings and it only connects through the upper hallway in the top level. We're kind of contained down here, and this is as far as we could go. Can't get underneath the other buildings, so. Interesting design, but we still got more levels down below to go. I think 2 or 3 more. And then after that, we'll give you some looks from the outside and then wrap it up.
That's where we came from originally. Now we're gonna head down the next level. Some random chairs. And you can see it goes down at least another level. Basement 1. Oh, down here is a bit more intact, more original. Looks like it's all tile, which I do like. Trophy cups. This is like a weird setup. It's like an angled wall. This is like the church confessional door. So this is oh, it's not solid, it's hollow. See, that's why it's so cold in here. Turn the thermostat up. Oh. Put it right at 70. Camp stuff.
So as I mentioned before, we saw the sign that dates to 1975 as to when the company started. But again, I don't know if that's when they moved into here or it's when this building was built. I have a feeling this building is much older than 1975. But it seems like the lower we're going though, in my opinion, the better it's getting. It's more original, more intact, and more impressive. So I think there's one more floor below us. But we're in here now, Mike's right here. And there's some random items in here that we could check out.
Revisions to the former Carmel General Hospital.
We found some more information here. I'm not going to show it up close because there's some confidential information, but this has the address on here and it calls it the former hospital.
General Hospital.
Yeah. It's a nice little black and white striped tiled bathroom. It's like Beetlejuice colors. This looks like a maintenance room, possibly. Unless maintenance guys like Winnie the Pooh, not sure. This is actually wallpaper. I think it's wallpaper, maybe paint. I guess it is paint. Looks like a pretty old door here too.
So in this next room here, we've got some copiers. Big old green desk. And a mirror. This doesn't go very far at all, so the lower you go, the less space there is. I like the different colors and the decay in here.
Try to kind of.
Don't forget to comment down below. Let us know what you think of this place so far. If there's anything that stood out to you that you recognize or that could maybe help date this place, feel free to let us know. Love hearing back from you guys. All right, this will take the elevator down to the last floor.
I wasn't kidding. We rode the elevator. Really strong stench of skunk down here. If we're wearing our respirators, I smell it right through it. The last thing I want to do is get sprayed by a skunk.
You're radiator all the way back.
Oh. That's really strong. Wow. What's behind here? Beanbag toss. Surprised it's skunk. This is a really old part of the building here. Bottle throw. They must have had some kind of picnic or something. There's some like outdoor games. Yeah, outdoor beanbag toss. So they must have had a type of picnic or fundraiser or something.
1 second.
There's the ball over here. This is definitely much older parts of the building here. Farther down we go, it's like going back in time. Got a really cool wheelchair. Not that wheelchairs are cool, but it looks cool in here though. It adds to the environment. It says Rolls, I think of Rolls Royce. That is cool though. Make for some good photos. So now we're getting to the belly of the beast, so to speak. The inner workings of the building. There's lots of this twisted aluminum or whatever it is. I think these are hot water tanks. Huge. There's oil over there. Oh, one of my lights went dead. One of my lights went dead.
So, strange thing just happened now. I have 2 light bars on my rig here, and one of them just went out on its own. Won't turn back on. Now, I'm not speculating anything here, but it is notoriously known that, well, for one, hospitals and nursing homes have a tendency to be haunted, but paranormal energy usually draws battery power. So, not saying that's what happened, but we're here, so the thought crossed my mind. Oh, these are huge furnaces. Got 3 of them. Smells like oil in here. This looks like an incinerator. Medical gases and vacuums. I don't know what this is. It's got a big sliding door on it, but I can't open it. Looks like an incinerator. It's got the huge exhaust vents. Look at the size of that thing. It's like a 5-foot diameter pipe. Just wanted to show you the size comparison here. This thing is pretty massive. Got a drainage ditch here. I guess when they flush out the furnace.
Gonna be a lot of water.
It really smells a lot like grease and oil down here. I just can't get over the size of that exhaust pipe though for these furnaces. This thing is huge. Ah, my lights went dead. Okay, that's a little weird. Okay, I'm guessing you guys saw during that clip, I went to show you the exhaust vent. My second light went dead. Usually these dim and get really low powered when they run out of battery, but these are just cutting right out and won't turn back on. So I think that's maybe a sign that maybe we should probably wrap it up here. We're gonna head outside, give you some exterior looks at it, and then call it a day. Okay, so we just came out that basement door, and here's looking at the back side of the building. Looks really awesome from back here. Hey, were we in there? Look at that little peak up there, see it?
I don't think so.
I don't know what that is. This is a pretty big facility here. We originally started back there, and once we crossed over to this building, we stayed in this building. That no longer went underground over there, so it's a different setup that I'm used to. You know, usually when you go into lower levels or a basement, it carries on through the whole building. Very similar to like Monticello Manor. That was a former hospital / nursing home that I filmed, and that had multiple levels, but each level carried out throughout all the buildings. If you guys want to watch that building, I'll have it pop up on the screen now, where you can find the link down in the description. Pretty cool looking. Okay, quick little insert here. Just as we were leaving, we drove around the building one more time, and we discovered something on the front entrance here. I'm going to show it to you really quick, which will help give us some dates as to when this building originated. Look right up there, 1931. So now we know when this building was built. I do think it was built in stages though, but this looks like the original part of it here. And this is the main entrance where we were standing behind it when we were inside. So when I do my outro after this segment here, I will be saying that I didn't know when the building was built. That's because we just discovered this after we did our outro, so hopefully that makes sense to you guys. But as I say, it's another piece of the puzzle, and I'm glad we got to discover that. It's a cool looking structure. All right, everyone, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. As I mentioned before, drop your comments down below or any questions that you have. If there's anything you could shed some light on with this building or the history of it, feel free to let us know. What we found is that there was at least one business here dated back to 1975. We found that cleaning paper that goes up to 2005, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. And we saw some paperwork documenting that this was a hospital. So we don't know which order everything went in, but it definitely was a hospital at one point, and it appeared to be a nursing home at another point. As to which came first or if they operated at the same time, really don't know. It was a little disappointing that most rooms were empty. It would have been nice to find some hospital beds, some equipment. But the part I enjoyed though is going down those steps. The farther down we went, the more interesting it got. We started finding the wheelchair, some old office equipment, stuff like that. So it did make the video more interesting the more we went down. The first floor was kind of relatively boring. It was nice decay and everything, but definitely the lower we got, the better it is. And usually it's the opposite. Usually the higher you go, the better. But Mike, you have any thoughts?
It was pretty neat for a find on Google Maps again.
It was pretty neat. Nothing was in there, but it was still really neat to explore. And don't forget, check the pictures out that I took out as well on a good day for Decay. And I'd like to mention too that Mike is for hire. If you'd like to find location on Google Maps, he will find them for you for a fee. He's the king of Google Maps, I'll tell you that. But yeah, all in all, it's a cool location. If I do find out anything else after filming this, I will have already shared it throughout the video. Otherwise, if you enjoy this adventure, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell to see more videos just like this one. And lastly, just want to say thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.